Nothing, just a little spaghetti sauce I threw together.
Oh, come on. This is your special 14-hour sauce. What's the occasion?
Nothing.
Oh, come on. You haven't made this sauce since Uncle Dominic married off that daughter of his. You know, the one who looks like Tony Bennett? Now tell me, what's going on?
I told you, nothing.
Oh, Blanche, you look gorgeous. Shut up, Rose. Are you ready?
Yes, I guess. Stop!
The minister's here.
Oh, I need perfume.
Oh, perfume. Come on, let's...
Ives, you got yourself mixed up with a real hustler. Sorry.
Well, you won't be needing me today.
Blanche, do you want to read the note? Do you want me to read it to you?
Pleasure to my life.
Where would they read that will, Blanche? The Astrodome?
Or maybe I just do something like, to my sister Virginia, I hereby bequeath my diamond brooch, my collection of Wedgwood china, and all my stock in AT&T.
You have stock in AT&T?
I don't have any...
Wonderful. I met a gorgeous single doctor on the plane.
At 30,000 feet, she picks up a doctor. Now I see the family resemblance.
In fact, I'm supposed to meet him in a half hour, if that's okay.
But darling, you just got here.
Aunt Blanche, you always said, if you've got a stallion eating notes out of your hand, best clean.
One, day or night.
Lucas, I have some pictures. Take a look at that stretch of beach, huh? And that's our house. That is Chrissy on a new Hobie cat. It's Chrissy in the hot tub. That's me and Chrissy at a luau.
Is she the one with the apple in her mouth?
Ma!
You know, she looks pretty...
Why, he should have won the Oscar for Deliverance. Not to mention starting over. That Academy's just jealous. I mean, you put Mr. Sir Laurence Olivier in Cannonball Run, see what he can do. Oh, I'm sorry, Sophia, but the answer's no. Fine, break an old lady's heart. If you need me, I'll be out back with the rest of really neat knots. Dorothy, guess who's here?
My date.
Your husband.
I don't have a husband. Call the police.
Your ex-husband.
I'll call the police.
Hi, everyone. It's me, Stan.
Dorothy. In the future, I would appreciate a little advance notice when you're expecting...
What's wrong?
What makes you think there's something wrong?
Oh, please, Stan, we were married for 38 years. You can disguise your bald head, but you can't hide your emotions. Now, what's wrong?
I lost it, Dorothy.
You never had it, Stanley. Well, we're gone.
Hey, who am I? Get out of here. Dorothy, do you have the airline tickets?
Yes, Rose.
And the passports?
Yes, Rose.
Did you remember to bring Pepto-Bismol?
Yes, Rose.
Dramamine?
Yes, Rose.
And chewing gum in case we have to pop our ears?
Yes, Rose.
Did you call a cab to take us to the airport?
No, Rose. I called two...
Miller dance. It wasn't really the Glenn Miller Orchestra. It was Dick Singleton and the Singletones. Their motto was, if you close your eyes, you think it's Glenn Miller. Believe me, no matter what you did, you knew it was Dick Singleton.
What?
Honey, lean over a mirror sometime and take a look at yourself.
Where's a mirror? There's one in the tool drawer.
I think you better take a sedative before you look.
Don't be silly. I look at my face all the time. How different could it be leaning over? Oh, my God!
I'll move to it. But I need to go in the bathroom, Rose. I hate to go anywhere without my Actifed. Good morning.
I can't let you see my eyes. They look terrible from crying.
Rose, you couldn't possibly look terrible to me. I left my contact lenses in the bathroom.
Whatever happens, I love you.
once in my life.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, boys and girls. Happy birthday to you. Welcome to Mr. Ha-Ha's Hot Dog Hacienda. I have lots of fun planned for you.
Morning to help with this fundraiser.
That's what being a Sunshine Cadet is all about.
I know, and I so admire your motto, spread it around.
That's sunshine, Blanche. Spread sunshine around.
Whatever. Daisy, Mrs. Nyland put some things out on her bed before she left.
Dorothy, before I go, I need your opinion on something.
Yeah?
What should I give Phil's daughter as a wedding gift? Your grandmother's lace tablecloth or $50 towards getting a neck?
Give her the tablecloth.
You're right. She's got a husband. He doesn't care that she looks like Abe Vigoda. Why should I? I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
That's Elliot. I have to leave.
How dare you leave in the middle of a fight? You come back here? I have a few things I want to say to you, Missy.
All right, girls, now hold it right there, and I'm not fooling around. Dorothy, I think you have to confront Elliot with Blanche's accusation.
Absolutely not. No. Could I come in? I felt so safe with you.
Listen, I felt safe with you when you were 3.
And you always used to smell from a Midnight in Paris perfume.
Better than this, huh?
It sure was nice.
It still is.
Joy.
Are the batteries included?
Hang on to your cannolis, because the 4 of us are going to be contestants on Grab That Dough.
Grab that... Ma, do you mean that ridiculous game show where people humiliate themselves for the sake of...
It cost more than the original down payment on my first house.
In Sicily, beds were dirt cheap. Of course, it was because you slept on dirt. Just an observation. If my name were Mark Twain, you'd be writing this stuff down. Girls, you won't believe what happened to me this afternoon.
Nobody takes my mama's jewels without swinging for it. Nighty night.
So those are the facts, ladies. It's not a pretty picture. 1 out of...
Boy, can you tell a story?
I'm starved. Come on, let's make dinner. Come on. Dinny done.
Oh, well, I'm not really all that hungry.
I forgot all about him.
Yeah, well, you go on in there. Getting a guard dog was your idea.
I'm afraid of large dogs. When I was 3, I was attacked by a cocker.
Sophia, we're playing hearts.
I know, I felt like drinking some. If I'm gonna get through a boring Saturday night with you two, I'll need a buzz.
Why are you so cranky?
I had plans with Mildred tonight. She waited until the last minute to call and cancel it.
If I'm married again, I'd want a picture of my new husband. And the candlesticks Mama gave me.
Rose,
And
it's a coffin, not a condo.
this is a very depressing conversation.
Well, I want a fancy funeral. I want a big parade with a riderless horse. Girls, you are my very best friends in the entire world, and I trust and respect you more than any people I know. So I want you to tell me the truth. Now, honestly, do you think I'm competent at what I do?
Based on the sounds from your bedroom, I'd bet you're damn near spectacular.
Healy.
And I saw her eat some sausages and peppers.
I saw her eat some fettuccine Alfredo and fried mozzarella.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, and then this afternoon she had the cannelloni and the mushrooms with gorgonzola.
Bring him a plate of those. Those were great. Rose, go.
Oh, and the milk duds. Remember, you had those 2 boxes of milk duds.
Out, he owns the chain and wants me to be in a commercial.
Sophia, that's amazing. I'll say it's rare you find anybody in a mini mall who even speaks English.
Okay, Ma, where are you going to shoot this commercial?
Well, we discussed many exotic locations.
We tell Dorothy we want to go to Hollywood?
Why don't we? As soon as she gets up. Hey, to Hollywood. To Hollywood.
Morning. I guess you ladies didn't recognize. You always wanted to open. We could stop the sale of that property and finally build the home we always dreamed of. There are so many things that we can do together, Dorothy. So many things you can't do alone. Don't answer me right now. Just think about it, please.
No seeks traveling companion. Tour of European cathedrals. No prudes.
That's my pal.
What a day. Look at this. Toothbrush. How about a cup of tea, Martha?
A little. I made a pig of myself at the funeral.
It was nice. Everybody had a good time.
I'm going to miss her so much.
I know. But you said yourself the last few weeks were so hard on her. At least now she's resting peacefully.
I feel so...
Francis as in Francie or Francis as in Frank?
I don't know. It's wearing yellow.
We could find out, Rose.
Oh.
Put on the Dolphins game and see if it watches by looking, Rose.
We could change its diaper and see if it's fine. Have all the space you want.
Where are you going?
To Mildred's. She's shorter than you. She doesn't need so much space.
I can't understand why the community theater chose...
No, I really have to go.
Oh, what a terrible morning this is. Sophia's leaving. And I'm playing an ugly old witch because you stole my part.
Oh, Blanche, I know how much that part means to you. And you know what I was thinking? You could go on for me one night.
Selling encyclopedias. Why didn't he try to sell us a set?
And you know what else is so strange about it? He didn't bring them in.
Rose, no encyclopedia salesman lugs around 26 volumes door to door.
Are you kidding? In St. Olaf, they carry 52.
You wouldn't be surprised if you saw him. 22 years old, and all he did the whole time I was there was drink beer and shoot cans with a BB gun.
Sophia!
Oh, Ma, this is Rose's friend, the
Has to look good at this wedding.
Look, Ma, I don't know how to break this to you.
Gently, I'm old.
Giuseppe Mangiacavallo has had a fabulous life. He's in his 80s, is a multimillionaire, and enjoys perfect health.
Well, it's a very slow-acting curse.
So it would appear. Oh, Ma, did you eat all this candy?
I was looking for the prize.
Prizes are in Cracker Jack.
Laundry thousands of times. Oh, by the way, we're out of Blee Arc.
Blanche, you dropped these.
Oh, thanks.
Men's underwear?
Getting a little misty, are you, pussycat?
I don't believe it. Blanche,
Girls, I just got a letter from my brother Clayton. He says he's coming for a visit next week and he has a big surprise.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I bet I know what the surprise is, too. Clayton's met himself a girl he wants me to meet.
Honey, your brother is gay.
Dorothy, I think that gay thing was just a phase he was...
I didn't murder him.
Of course you didn't murder him, honey. He probably had a heart attack. Now, look, his family has to be notified. Now, did he ever speak of any family?
He has a sister he lives with.
Yeah, what's her name?
His name was Al Beatty. Her name's Beatty, too. She never married.
Sarcasm, Rose. That's like when I say you're so lucky to be a natural blonde.
Thank you.
Just forget it, Rose. I have a late date.
You can leave early. A promise is a promise. Now, look, we're all very fond of Miles. Besides, a little...
Dorothy, he's perfect for you. He knows your shoe size and he doesn't care. It's late. Why didn't somebody wake me up? Because the last time I walked into your bedroom unannounced, some guy missed the trampoline and almost killed me. That is exactly the kind of thing I don't want.
Nobody reported any lost glasses.
Not lost, stolen. I want cops on this. Big, burly, steroid-crazed cops. Sophia! Oh, fine. Get one for Blanche, too. Throw it on my tab. Ace. It's gonna be different this time. See, I'm on this drink-it-off diet. You have 2 shakes and a sensible meal every day. You lose weight the fast, easy way. I prefer the Italian diet. You drink a bottle of wine, make a smart remark, then get your jaw wired. I'm not happy with my Zabaglionis. Maybe you just need a push-up bra.
Blanche, Zabaglione is a traditional Italian dessert. It's my Uncle Angelo's favorite.
Yeah, my brother, he's quite the scungiascarora.
Well, even I... Oh, no thanks. I'm doing what we all should be doing. Dieting for the Bachelorette auction next Saturday. Not all of us. I told you, Rose, count me out. Now, even if it is for charity, I am not going to stand up there and allow myself to be sold to the highest bidder like some Holstein cow at a livestock auction. So happens I'm having dinner with Dr. Lee Kagan, a medical corporation.
Our Dr. Kagan. The Dr. Lee Kagan I love more than life itself.
Dr. Kagan? Hubba, hubba, zing, zing, baby, he's got everything.
What a meal, Rose, and what a deal, Rose. Uncle Cluck's tastes just like chicken all-you-can-eat buffet.
You love your early bird specials.
You bet, especially when they forget to collect the coupon. Come on, Rose.
Oh, he was the best, trustworthy, loyal, smart as a whip. Oh, I really thought Rusty was going to be with our family forever.
Dorothy, do we have any candles? I'd like to drip some hot wax in my ears.
Then one horrible, horrible night, our house caught on fire. And it was Rusty who awakened everybody. It wasn't the same without you. We could only spell out St. Oaf.
You know, Rose, you didn't get to go to your high school reunion because you weren't feeling well. Maybe if you'd been to see a doctor, you could have gone.
You don't understand. I'm from St. Olaf. St. Olaf is farm country.
School principal pulled exactly the same thing on me.
What did you do?
I reported him to the Board of Education. They investigated, and he was forced to resign. Of course, much later, I found out that I was not the only person he had harassed. I was, however, the only person he harassed while he was wearing a corset. Rose, this stinks.
But it's the truth.
Honey, sometimes you have to stretch the truth.
Well, of course you do. Now, let's see. Graduated top of your class. Intensive postgraduate study. 32 years with the same employer.
By yourself.
Rose, all my life I've done everything I wanted to do. Nothing's ever stood in my way before. For the past 6 months, that's how I've been trying to deal with everything. I thought that I could overcome this thing by myself. I guess that deep down inside, I thought I could make it go away.
I thought I saw the king himself walk by, eating a giant chili cheeseburger and drinking a 36-ounce Dr. Pepper. Turned out it was an impersonator, but these are still very special mementos. And parting with them is an extremely painful sacrifice on my part.
$1.25.
$1.25?
I'm glad you're here, Mr. Barton. I went down to the courthouse this morning.
This isn't a social call. This morning, when I got in my car, somebody let the air out of my tire. I know she did it.
But that's ridiculous.
If I catch her on my property, I'm going to have her arrested.
Oh, Mr. Barton, I assure you, my mother had nothing to do with your tires. It was just a coincidence.
Coincidence?
Don't talk for the rest of the afternoon. Ma, perfectly normal people see psychiatrists. It's like talking to an old, knowledgeable, good friend.
Well, if that was the case, Dorothy, they wouldn't call them psychiatrists. They'd call them friends. Or was Molly Jane Doe, the town manicurist. For $5 extra, she'd buff more than your nails.
$5?
Well, it was during the Depression.
Hey,
Hey, in Italy for $5, you got a woman, a manicure, a cappuccino.
And I am sorry about embarrassing you and your friends. But that doesn't change the fact that I slept with Michael.
Oh, honey, I so wanted your first time to be special.
It was, Mom. 4 years.
Lesson number 1, kiss.
Oh, beautiful Mother Earth, land, God.
How long were we out there?
At least 2 rosaries.
We're lucky to be alive.
And you.
Come again?
I wasn't going to say anything about this, Dorothy, but I won't be able to sleep until I do. I feel that you have backed me into a corner. And when I am backed into a corner, I come out fighting like a wildcat. Unless I've had too much to drink, in which case I slide business. I will have you know that before you came to work here, honey, everything was my business. Now show me that paper.
I'm sorry, Blanche, I can't.
I knew you'd been hiding something. You no good backstabbing Jezebel. I demand you show me that paper.
I'm sorry, flattery won't work.
From the personals.
You're not serious.
Sure I am. Before I had a chance to write and suggest we meet, I got a letter from him saying he was being transferred to Saskatchewan. He's going to be the smudge pot supervisor of the first domed orange grove in Canada.
It's Christmas. Look, please have some cheesecake on me, all right?
Oh, well, that's very sweet.
My pleasure.
Now I know I'm depressed. I don't even want this cheesecake.
Are you ladies having a bad Christmas?
The worst.
I'm a little down myself. I mean, it's tough working on Christmas Eve. I wish I had a little time to spend with my family.
Oh, we know exactly how you feel. In front of your face. We were feeling so sorry for ourselves. We forgot. We are celebrating Christmas with family.
Merry Christmas, Rose. Merry Christmas, Blanche.
Merry Christmas, Dorothy. Merry Christmas, Blanche.
Merry Christmas, Rose.
What the hell is this, the Waltons?
Lucy is such a liar.
Oh, she sure is. Since Patrick got into town, he's been seeing me.
Places, everyone.
Coming weekend? Well, sure I can. All right. All right, I'll see you then, Janet. I love you, baby.
Her about. In Sicily, 4 and a bed is a treat. It means half your family is on vacation. I slept with my 2 brothers until I was 17. I was engaged to one for a very short period of time. But that's a separate story. Cut me up.
Ma, this is Father Leahy. He had dinner with us tonight.
Oh, pleased to meet you. What happened to your date?
Father Leahy is her date.
Come here. A few minutes to help me move my stuff. Thief? What? You heard me. What's that on your neck?
A what?
I'm talking about my necklace, the one Mommy gave me for confirmation. You always wanted that necklace.
I did not.
Then why'd you take it?
To cover the what?
Give me back my necklace.
Oh, come on, Ma.
Oh, no.
Ma thinks that Angela tried to steal her boyfriend.
And you don't?
Of course not.
Don't be so sure, Dorothy. Angela and Sophia are sisters. Sisters have a natural adversarial relationship.
That's because it's genetic. It has to do with the double helix of the DNA molecule.
Why?
It's true. I'm dying for your opinion on my movie. Come on, it's all set up in the living room. I didn't get the soundtrack in yet, but I did get the editing done. Now remember, this would be better with a bigger TV.
Yeah, we know.
And it'd be better with music.
Oh, we understand.
And of course, it'd be better.
It would be better with Shelley Hackrose. Just turn it on.
Here goes. Well, the town would have gone under if Oslo's most famous hairstylist, Vidal Sasbogadottir, hadn't relocated his shop in St. Olaf because of our more favorable tax laws. Now, you see why I don't like plastic surgery?
Of Mario.
Oh, Rose, did you make enough for 3 of us?
Oh, yes, I did.
Oh, good. Well, I'll save yours for when you finish rotating my tires.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Sam Burns. I'm a friend of Blanche's.
Oh, yeah, come on in.
No, don't.
He gave me the tattoo. I asked for a rose. He thought I said a nose.
Oh.
Thanks. Oh, Blanche. I really like being out with you.
I really like being out with you, too.
Somebody impulsive who'd sweep me off my feet. He'd pick me up in his convertible Porsche and whisk me to the airport, and we'd fly to his villa in the south of France, where we'd blindfold the orchestra and dance until dawn. And then we'd watch the sun come up over 2 steaming cups of cocoa.
Understand? Yes, I do. I did a very stupid thing, and it can't be undone. But I'm going to do everything I can to make it up to Kate. I love her. And I promise you that nothing like this will ever happen again.
Good. Good. Because if it does, I will break every bone in your hand. You'll spend the rest of your life selling newspapers out of a wagon.
Keep it zipped, buddy. She's not kidding.
Dennis, is everything okay?
Everything is fine. Listen, you two better hurry. You're going to miss your plane.
Thanks.
You should get to keep Mr. Ha-Ha's kidney.
Guess who's back? That's right! And now it's time for the Mr. Ha-Ha birthday roundup. When I call your name...
Sophia, maybe you should sit down.
I am sitting. You know what? I'm going to make you a nice pot of coffee. Don't panic. I'm fine. I haven't had that much. Besides, you think I'd ruin Roberta's milestone birthday?
Milestone? She's 88.
Right. After 80, every year with Francis Farmer, I know what I saw. There's a party out there.
Blanche, I guess we made a mistake.
Honey, look, we'll cancel the party. We'll send everybody home and forget that the whole thing ever happened.
Yo, everybody, the party is off. They want us out. But you're all welcome to come back to my place if someone can tell me where it is.
Ma, that looks like a cookie.
Sophia, honey, I think you put too much rum in it. So stick an umbrella in it and serve it with straws. Everyone will think they're at Trader Vic's.
Well, let's take it in the living room. Roberta's going to be here any minute. We don't want to lose him.
Bye-bye.
I better get to the office.
We're not done yet.
Couldn't it wait?
Well, no, it cannot wait. George, the kids are gone. You're never here. I have nothing to do anymore.
What do your friends do?
Shop, have lunch, some play golf, some have affairs.
Which ones are having affairs?
Oh, I don't know.
Come on.
Hearing so much about. Sophia, honey, that show hasn't been on in years. Is Hotel still on? Yes. Hotel is still on and MASH isn't? How gullible do you think I am? Do I look like Donna Rice?
You prefer homemade.
I also prefer milk straight from a cow. I adapt. This is awful.
Ma, if you want her.
3, 4.
Rose, I know this is a long shot, but did you take much acid during the 60s? I hear B.B. King does that when he's tired of singing the blues. Honey, why don't you sit down? I'll give you some nice lemonade.
Thanks, Dorothy. Something weird is going on around here, Dorothy.
Don't be silly. You're just having a little bad luck.
Dorothy?
We made a rule. No talking. It shakes the plane.
I just have to say one thing. If Blanche is right and we are going to die this afternoon, I'm glad we're together.
Yes, that's very comforting. Now shut up.
Your good behavior badges. Come on now, you all know you use both fingers for the sunshine salute. Oh.
So glad those little heathens finally left.
Why does it say here that you were in his house for 2 hours?
We were just talking.
Then why does it say the explosion was so great it shattered windows in the building next door?
Rose, that's an article about an earthquake in Guatemala.
Hello. Yes, this is Blanche, and how did you get this number? And better yet, why am I even talking to you? I don't like you. Matter of fact, I hate you. You can just tear up my number.
I'd better be going now.
Well, all right, but before you do, I just want to thank you for a lovely evening. Oh, I guess he bought dinner. Sophia, don't mind me. The best of Carson is coming on. In here. No, Blanche in Hollywood, but they pipe it through these little wires and it comes out of it.
Listen, Ted, I hate to interrupt. What was all that sweet talk about your having a crush on me?
Well, I did, but that was a long time ago.
Yeah, but what about last night?
Someone.
Oh, not now. I want to sleep.
No, Rose, listen. Dorothy's so upset with me, and I don't blame her after all those things I said. You know, I just don't see how I'll ever face her again. Rose, listen, listen. Am I a terrible person?
I don't know. Who are you?
Look, it's right under an ad that reads, History professor seeking non-smoking Oriental woman who was into Wesson oil and bears a resemblance to Florence Henderson.
Is that signed Doug?
Yes.
I know him. He's a sick man.
I'm terribly sorry for this mix-up. Goodbye. Oh, my God, I don't believe this. I'm gonna call the cops if you don't get out of here right away, you pervert.
Hi, Father Rossi. Here's the canned goods for the needy.
Oh, no.
Robert Goulet, for all I know. It's not important to the story. Anyway, the Rolls Royce moves on, and the girl finds her pepperoni is missing.
What happened to it, Sophia?
Bambi ate it. How should I know? You keep missing the point. The important thing is she has no pepper. I didn't say that.
Oh, that's what you meant.
Well, you have filled out a little bit. But I don't want you to be upset over this, Becky Sue, now. Because we can fix it. I'm going to put you on a diet, baby, and I'm going to make you stay on it.
Mama, I don't want your help. I'm happy just the way I am.
Happy, baby. Look at yourself. How could you be happy?
Like that? Since Lars Svensson accused Eric the Red of being a coward and called him yellow.
Wouldn't that make him Eric the Orange?
Girls, I'm not about to meddle in Becky's personal life. Now, I made that mistake once before, and it cost me 4 years.
But, Blanche, this is different. He is downright cruel to her.
Well, if Rebecca doesn't mind it, then it is none of my business. Besides, she's only known him a short time. I'm sure she'll come to her senses before very long.
Oh, Ma, you don't have to help with the dishes.
I had to come in here. I couldn't listen to that anymore.
You mean Jeremy's rude remarks?
I mean Rebecca talking about marrying that jerk.
Oh, hi, Ma.
Anybody want a lasagna? I thought you made that for your gentleman friend. He didn't want it. He said he had lunch already, so I offered to go over to his place tonight and warm it up for supper. He said no. Sophia, honey, the key is to make a man think you're not interested.
Have a place to sleep.
Look, I
I sympathize with your problem. For $75, you can sleep in the lobby and I won't have you arrested for loitering.
$75? That's a lot of money.
I know, ma'am. That's why I want it.
Go.
Gee, this...
That signals the end of the trivia lightning round. The blue team leads with 400 points, while the green team trails with a big fat 0. We'll be right back to take a spin on the big money wheel right after this commercial message.
In the Christmas pageant over at the convent. Remember that, Sister Rose?
Oh, my, yes, Sister Blanche is quite an actress.
Yeah, she'd have to be to make anyone believe she was a virgin.
Stanley, you're a pig in a cheap suit.
Wire between your legs feels like.
Gotcha.
Dorothy, how did this start? Cole Porter?
Gershwin.
Thank God I came in time. Variety of men in our lives. Well, thanks again for the ride home, Dirk. I'll see you at Tuesday's Jazzercise class.
I'll see you then.
Okay.
Unless I see you before then. I mean, if you wouldn't mind, maybe we could go out.
My Dirk, did I just hear you ask me for a date? Are you deaf? I heard him from here.
So, Blanche?
Each month has the picture of a man who's brought some special joy into my life.
Oh, Blanche. Oh, honey, this is so thoughtful. Whoa.
September.
Yep.
I'm surprised you... Oh, my nose! Are you all right, honey? Wonderful, wonderful. I always wanted to have a nose like Joe Frazier.
Ma, how long were you listening at the door?
I wasn't listening at the door.
Oh, then why was your face pressed against the crack?
That's what the crow said!
Get out!
Rocco's bag.
Where did Rocco get all this money?
I don't know, but I'll tell you one thing. The next time we go to the Colonel, I'm getting all white meat and a biscuit. I do not believe this. I'm telling you, there are thousands here.
How could Rocco have this much money?
Ain't problem. His whole life is a 50-yard dash.
Ma, he robbed a bank. I'm calling the police.
No, wait. He didn't rob that bank. I know Rocco. He's a good man, a decent man, an honest man, and not a bad kisser.
That happens a lot with people when they retire. Maybe you should talk to him about it.
Maybe you're right.
Hey, everybody. I found the perfect guy to convert the garage. Follow me. Oh. Everybody, this is Vincenzo.
Ma, who is Vincenzo?
Fire.
They loved her ideas. They said I should use them. I said no. They said you're fired.
Look, it was never my intention for anything like this to happen. I'll go down first thing in the morning and talk to him.
Come on, honey, sit down. Now, don't worry. If Dorothy says she'll get your job back, that's exactly what she's going to do.
Well, I guess it's worth a shot. Look, here's where you can reach me. Call me if you can work things out. I'll be there until showtime.
Fine. Oh, one more thing.
What's that?
Could you leave by the back door? Oh, I'm your daughter.
Oh, yeah. I need a bromoseltzer. I need a cheesecake.
Blanche, I hate to see you and Sophia fighting like that.
Well, I guess we should get back to work.
Oh, I suppose so, but you know, a big meal always makes me so sleepy.
Is that why you usually go right to bed after a date buys you dinner?
I bought a nectarine.
will never forgive that airline as long as I live.
I cannot believe they lost all our luggage. Now I have to go an entire weekend without underwear. Yeah, and you usually slip into a pair by Sunday afternoon. We rushed right over.
Could I ask you, please, for complete silence? Never mind, I thought I heard a radio going next door. I'm trying to catch a baseball score.
Will you please get on with the examination?
Okay. Open your mouth and say, ah. Yep, she's paralyzed.
That's it. She lost one of her oldest friends, and even though she made up with Mac, she knows that she'll probably never see him again.
Well, you go and get her. We will try to cheer her up. You don't want that poor little thing getting sick over this.
No.
Mom! Oh, my God!
Dorothy, what is it?
What, honey?
Oh, good.
See about that.
I wish you hadn't done that, Blanche.
Hush up. It was for your own good.
There's something you just don't understand.
Oh, I understand perfectly. I pushed you into meeting all those women. That's why this happened. But it is over. Rose will be just fine.
Blanche is not
Oh,
as simple,
please.
charming,
Yes.
irresistible to men.
My God, Clayton, you are me. But I still just can't.
Blanche, I spent a long time lying to myself. It felt a lot better when I stopped.
See what I'm going to do. Tomorrow, before the wedding, I'm going to tell Stan I love him.
Well, way to go, Rose. You talked her into doing exactly the opposite of what we wanted her to do.
I guess that's why they took me off the suicide hotline at work.
This is hopeless. We're never going to feel well enough to coach that game today.
Oh, I guess we'll have to forfeit. But it's going to break those kids' hearts.
Forfeit? You mean quit? You can't do that, Rose. No member of my family ever quits.
Sophia, I'm not a member of your family.
Pretend, Rose. I'm going...
We know. We heard.
Now, honey, don't you be depressed. What you did was wonderful. And it's all because you're such a kind and sensitive and caring person. You gave him back his manhood.
If he can find it, he can have it.
Love, period. Some things never change. I'm gonna go through with it.
Well, good for you. Yeah. And thank you for listening.
Oh, Victor, come on. Let's get a table. There's something I have to tell you.
I can't let him.
Hey, I let you have the Donatello triplets. A deal is a deal.
Sophia, Alfonso will only embarrass himself.
Oh, please. If he was worried about being embarrassed, he wouldn't walk around with that much hair in his ears. Besides, he called his old vaudeville partner, and they perfected one of their old tricks. Oh, no, what's everybody doing up? We settled this. The kid wants to fight, and we need him to fight. There's no problem here. Everybody back to bed.
Ma, stop that. Look, we have to consider this very carefully. We could be holding the man's fate in our hands.
I once held a man's fate in my hands.
Each other bloody.
It just isn't fair. But to whom? To the gamblers? Gambling is illegal in this state.
Besides, you're such an underdog, even Betty the Weasel won't give odds. I overheard that at bingo the other night.
This way, everybody wins and nobody gets hurt. Now, what's wrong with that?
Goodness, do we not die?
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. That was the finest audition for the acting school that we've seen all week. Congratulations.
I'm so glad Pepe has the opportunity to be an actor. Why? When was the last time? Every day. It doesn't always turn out for the best. That was the case with my Uncle Carlo. He honestly remembered the license number of the trigger man in the Sanducci Vendetta.
So, what you're saying is that because nobody's going to believe me anyway, I'm better off if I let people find out what's going on for themselves.
I wouldn't chisel back.
So that's where it ends? Well, that's neat, isn't it? You walk in here, Borrow my friends for a while and then start acting like a stupid jerk and waltz right out as if nothing ever happened.
Do you want an apology?
I want an explanation. Holly, I can't figure you out. You're smart.
Sophia, do you think I could take a bath before breakfast? It's been a while.
Here, let me help.
She's my friend. I want to help her.
Oh, it's just wonderful to think about, isn't it? The two of them together, and they're so cute.
Thinking about your breasts again, aren't you, Blanche?
Hell, if we do have to go to a nursing home, let's all go together.
But what happens when there's only one of us left?
Don't worry, I can take care of myself. Father had a similar problem when he was selling real estate.
I didn't know that Grandpa ever owned any real estate.
He didn't. That was the problem. You see, it turned out he really didn't own the Vatican. Although he did have a very close friend who swore he was there the night Pop won the deed in a card game from Pope Ronnie the Magnificent.
Look, Dorothy, can I ask you a personal question?
Yes.
You're divorced.
Yes.
How's your social life? Do you see men?
What in the world does seeing men have to do with anything?
Oh, Dorothy, we know for a fact that if people are not happy, and lonely people aren't, but they get all kinds of symptoms.
I don't believe it. Another rejection. And this one isn't even personal. It's a form letter. They just filled in my name at the top.
You're picking something up for a much younger person.
Mama, please. It's really important to me.
Blanche, would it help if I were to go with you?
Well, I'll come too. I'll bring my camera.
Mama, you're acting silly. Sperm can't live outside the human body.
Does your mother know you're doing this for a living?
You know, I'm not so sure sperm can't live outside the body. Back during World War...
You refuse to see your daughter as an adult with the right to make her own decisions. Honey, you're going to have to learn to let go.
Yes, and the more you try to make her see things the way you see things, the more she'll resist. And then you run the risk of never seeing her again. And never seeing your grandchild. Never. Stage of my life.
I used to think Stan would take care of me. I mean, we didn't have much saved, but he was a darn good novelty salesman. Sounds naive now to think that I placed my hopes for the future on a bald pinhead with the morals of a maggot who made his living selling plastic dog do.
Abutting navigable waters. I don't believe that this court has any jurisdiction.
That sounds legal to me. Counselor, your last day has been a good one. Case dismissed.
I dreamt my Uncle Giuseppe came down from heaven and was pointing a finger at me. I think it was a finger. And he was warning me if I did a certain thing, I wouldn't get into heaven.
What thing?
Try murder.
It was just a dream, Sophia.
It's not just
Place his. His dog lifted his leg on an electric fence. Poor Sparky. To show him how sorry I am, I'm gonna go to the pound and get him another pet.
Rose, I really think...
Oh.
Whose cat is this?
Well, actually, I got it at the pound for somebody, and now they don't want him.
I was talking to Sarah Antonelli the other day. She's got a cellar full of mice, and she needs a cat. You think this guy's got the killer instinct?
Oh, I think so. Please take him, Sophia. His name is Buster. See you, buddy.
She bought this dog. She bought a food.
You're looking awfully pale. Are you all right?
I was just thinking, how important is it to fulfill your life's...
Giving a veteran his last wish and making some dough.
I guess they can stay.
Thank you, Rose. Here, take this out there. Make sure they pay.
Oh, I don't think it's right to charge them.
Neither do I, but he hates pity.
I understand.
Let me ask a question. So, how much responsibility are we taking on ourselves here?
Oh, Ma, what are you talking about? We can't just abandon her.
The girl needs a roof over her head, guidance, emotional support.
It's not up to us.
2 days later, he died of cholera.
What is the point, Rose?
He was positive he had found the fountain of intelligence. In fact, his dying words were, "I think I've learned something from this."
Girls, am I interrupting?
I sincerely hope so.
Blanche, I thought you had a date.
Oh, I canceled. He was just a nice man with a big boat who wanted to go to Bimini.
That sounds like hell.
I don't know. I'm just not ready to start up something with someone new.
I think it's because you miss Stephen.
His name, but I'll give you a clue. I know what the F stands for in William F. Buckley.
Does someone want to drive me to the hospital?
Your appointment's not for 3 hours.
Well, I'd like to get there early. But if you don't want to take me, I'll go without you. I might as well get used to being by myself. Oh, sure. Some gloomy gusses muttered about the plutonium thing. But I figured if we could make our sleepy little hamlet into a first strike target, it would help tourism.
You know, it sounds like we both have a little trouble with groups.
Maybe so.
Put your clothes back on. I'm going to take you home. How can I ever look him in the eye? Why, I'll never be able to go back to work again. Oh, put your clothes back on. That's the first time anybody's ever said that to me. Well, without shining a flashlight in my face.
Hi, you still painting out there?
Yeah, but I'm having trouble. I don't know. I think it's impossible to paint autumn in St. Olaf.
How come?
Maybe it's because of the horrible St. Olaf falling.
Well, if you didn't hit on him.
I thought everybody'd like some Flugelkaka.
Mrs. Nyland, would you mind answering a few questions?
As long as it's not math.
Here, honey, why don't you sit right down here? He's very nice. Oh.
I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Are missing people. People who are happy. People who are in love. People who are towing my car away.
Oh, I'd loan you my Auto Club card, but it's really expired.
You know, maybe you're right. Maybe I can't help. You need professional help. And I hope someday you get it.
Don't you think I'm...
I would have died if I had ever caught my parents having sex.
Well, you never walked in on them?
Once, but they were only playing leapfrog.
Right. It's not easy living with yourself when you haven't stood up for what you believe in. I know. I backed down myself today.
I guess I have to go and talk to him.
You'll feel better.
I'll go. Thank you, Blanche. All of you.
Oh, Blanche, you did a pretty good job focusing this for Rose and for me.
I'd like to inject some candy here. I'd also like to inject a tranquilizer dart into your backside. But my dart gun was confiscated after the incident with the trick-or-treaters. In my defense, it was dark and I was unaware of this Ninja Turtle craze. But I digress. So to be brief, Abby,
Where's she going?
I don't think she said.
where's who going?
Well, I guess I'll go read in bed.
Oh, no, Dave.
Told me that I looked nice, with a little lilt in his voice, and Tried to blow my skirt over my head.
Everything but the white horse, huh, pussycat? Look, Sophia Petrillo doesn't give up. She fights for her man. She can overcome anything.
Died.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah, but this I care for you thing has always worked, up until now. Sophia, I do love you.
I love you too. So, what do we do?
The government had to put me in the witness protection program. Gave me a new name, new job, whole new identity.
I don't know what to say. I can't believe this story you're telling me.
But you can believe the story about Henrik Felderstuhl, St. Olaf's half man, half grasshopper? It certainly is.
Oh, well, this is great. And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna have a big shower and a beautiful wedding out on the lanai. It'll be wonderful.
You know, from here on in, I guess I'm going to have to get used to calling you Dorothy Zbornak.
Rose, you've always called me Dorothy.
Here comes the beautiful bride.
Wow, look at you. You look perfect.
Thank you. Stanley, I'm a little scared.
I'm not. I just feel this is so.
Miami's 13th annual. Oh, that's right, ladies. This afternoon, I'm going to get the scoop on man's best friend.
Oh, congratulations, honey. I know you're going to do a great job.
Oh, I just wish my mother and father were here to see this.
Because they'd be so proud of you.
No, because they'd be...
Hi, pussycat. How was school?
Oh, I hate those smart kids. They may be our brightest, but they're also our rudest, considering most of them are guests in our country. Oh, give me a clap.
Real Southerners are compassionate people. They're wise and gentle, and they sit around on porch swings regaling with stories of Abraham and Moses and all the other people who worked on the plantation.
She actually said that?
Yeah. And a whole lot of Italian words. I'm not too sure if it was a curse, but I did talk like a girl for about 3 weeks. It was a turning point in my life. It's when I finally started growing up.
I mean, and all that happened because of my mother?
I like to think so.
They're in your mouth, Ma.
I know that. Don't they look good today? I ran them through the dishwasher.
Ma, listen to me. You got Martha Ray and Madge mixed up again. Morning.
And off they went. On their way, Henny Penny and Goosey Lucy came upon Turkey Lurkey. Yes, poor, lonely Turkey Lurkey. Poor, dateless, hopeless, self-basting.
Always the work of Jay Sandridge. And Jay did that pilot, which we saw, and he set a template. He set a rhythm and a pace and a dynamic, which I was very fortunate to be able to emulate. And I owe him a great debt of gratitude, and probably a great deal of money, but he'll settle for the gratitude. But, so that's my response to seeing that pilot again.
Blanche.
Kendall.
Blanche, I must commend you again. I have a feeling we're in for a weekend none of us is going to forget.
Oh, I do declare. Your sweet words could charm the morning dew right off the honeysuckle.
Man, I feel renewed. I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
And maybe you should share some of that happiness with your sister.
Ma, face it, we just don't get along.
Your family, you should force yourself to get along. She needs you.
Oh, Dorothy. Gloria, hello, we were...
Water, I'm going back out into the hurricane.
Dorothy?
I'm sorry.
Oh, don't be. I'm just so glad to have my mother and my sister back. And they're cute.
Yeah, and I've had them both.
Well, I guess when you're 17, 23 can seem rather dangerous and forbidden.
When you're 17, a cow can seem dangerous and forbidden.
Hi.
I haven't seen you here before.
I usually don't come to places like this.
Well, I can understand. A lot of people feel uncomfortable in a bar.
Yes, I can see that.
Maybe subconsciously you were trying to block my marriage because you like me living here.
Okay.
And Sophia, maybe you wanted to tell me about Miles and Dorothy kissing because you're just a mean old woman like the paper boy said.
Millions in video games.
Oh, this is so strange. You know, you teach kids year after year, but you never know how they turn out. Look at you. You turned out just great.
Hey, 75 was a big year for me. My grades were in the toilet. I was ready to bail. Till they brought in Attila.
Rose can hear us, and if we act like it's over, she will too. Don't worry, kiddo. We're all here. You're gonna be fine. Dorothy is here. Blanche is here. She wants you to get out of the bed so she can use it. There's a cute doctor she's got her eye on.
And he brought home a prize piglet.
Mr. Snuffles.
Exactly. You're listening? Anyway, I loved Mr. Snuffles. I watched him grow. I suffered with him. The way Henrietta's brood made him feel like such an outsider.